Hi, everybody. Dean Sweetman here, along with Mr. Frank Barry.
Let's go.
How are you, mate?
Tithely Next. I'm pumped.
I'm so pumped.
I look forward to this event every handful of months. So excited to be here, everybody.
The next is here. So we got a phenomenal day together with you guys. Got lots of people joining in live from all over the world, which is great.
Over 20,000 registered.
Which is always nice.
And man, there was like hundreds of you
waiting
already coming on kind of early. So man, thanks for joining us. Thanks for being with us.
Did you like the QR code little thing
the
that we
QR
did?
code is, we're just getting inspiration from all over the internet. The Super Bowl was great.
I feel like pre-COVID, the QR code was dying.
Yeah, people didn't even know what it was.
And then maybe the most resurrected technology, other than digital giving from us.
Everybody got used to using the QR codes like at the restaurant. Right. I think that was a really common usage. Yeah. And man, I've talked to so many churches that because of watching the QR code become really popular again, like they use it in service on Sunday. They've got a QR code on the screen for giving.
Giving form.
To make it really easy. So their online giving and their in-person giving is really easy with the QR code.
Love it, love it. Well, we've got a lot to get through today, long show. We're going to make it fun. We're giving away stuff as usual all the time. I think we got some swag bag and prayed over, guaranteed to go straight, Tithely Pro V1 golf balls.
Always prayed over.
Always prayed over. And man, you got winners on your phone?
We got the swag bags.
Oh, yeah.
So there's some cool stuff. I mean, Tithely swag is getting,
legit.
Cooler and cooler. We got some cool notebooks. We got laptop case covers.
Love it. That's nice. I like that.
We got some Tithely t-shirts. I'm sure there's Tithely hoodies and all that kind of stuff. So we got some cool stuff. So we're giving these away.
Okay.
For everyone that's on live right now, which, I think there's quite a few folks, we would really appreciate if you would give the live broadcast a like or give it a comment. Just help us kind of, teach the Google algorithm to us, spread the love on the Tithely Next event. We'd super appreciate that.
And subscribe, too, so you're always kind of tuned in.
Do all the things.
Okay.
But we are going to give away a few swag bags and golf balls to start it off. So first, swag bags.
They're on your phone?
They've been texted to us. So swag bag winners for folks joining early. We've got Amy McCallum, who is live in the chat already. So Amy McCallum, congrats. We're going to send you some cool swag from Tithely. I know the marketing team's already on it. We've got Esther Lott, who's live all the way from Kansas City.
Love Kansas City.
Come on,
middle of America, right there.
Let's go, Mahomes.
Did you know Kansas City is in Missouri? That is true. I didn't know that.
Geography and me have a relationship. Number 3, Daniel Denninger, who's live from Montana.
Montana.
Which, Montana seems like it's exploding. So
it is.
Beautiful out there.
Yeah.
So we will be sending all 3 of you guys some great swag bag. And then we've got golf ball winners. You want me to read these off or you want to?
Yeah, let's see if I can see them. Alan Douglas, live from Vancouver Island.
Yes.
British Columbia. Love it up there. Jason Brown, who is bringing some awesome knock-knock jokes in the chat. Thank you, Jason. And Ann Kenya, a great customer from Kiswali Church. Nima Kiswali Church. Never try to read names you can't pronounce.
It's tough to do it live. I understand.
Okay, we're going to get into it.
Let's go. We got a lot to cover.
We sure do. First up is apps. And we've been doing a lot of work. I think the church app, especially in this whole, I guess we're through COVID-ish mostly.
New normal, whatever that looks like.
And the shift to digital was obvious when the pandemic started.
Yep.
And we did a bunch of stuff. We lit up a bunch of tools. We made it easier for you to plug your streaming in and get your service up. And then with people coming back, it's shifted in and out. I would say, and I think we agree, a hybrid mix is probably the way to go moving forward.
Yeah, and whatever you want to call it, like churches are leveraging technology to do church.
You don't want to go back to no technology.
Right. So we're doing new stuff. And we really think that, church apps are one of those ways that hybrid church can exist, right? You're obviously going to have your website, you're going to do things online, but the church app is what you put in your members' hands. And we think it can have a lot of really great functionality, like watching church online, chatting with your small groups, paying for things at the store, buying the coffee, checking your kids in. Like there's tons of things that a great church app can do for you. Right. And so we've been on this mission over the last couple of years, just adding more and more capabilities into it. So we've got some great stuff we're launching today.
Yeah, I think it'd be fair to say the next 12 months in our app product are going to be pretty spectacular.
Big time.
With all this stuff.
Big time. Yeah, because we want to help churches do kind of hybrid church or online church mixed with in person, because like church app product is an in-person product too, right? If I'm checking my kids in or buying a book or registering for an event, I'm in the house, right? I'm in the building doing my thing, but I can also be at home doing the same kind of stuff, right, from my church app.
But we want people in church. I got asked the other day,
100%.
What's something that pastors really need right now? And I'm like, get in church in person. That's what they need.
Yeah, and I mean, we could go on for days, but I mean, every pastor I talk to, for the most part, seems like, attendance is not back to where it was. Like, and some are doing great in that respect, and some are still having a hard time, and it's like 50-60% on average that are back in the building. And so we just want to help churches keep engaging people no matter where they're at, and hopefully draw them back into that one-on-one personal kind of community connection.
100%. Before we get going, let's pray. And, we feel the weight of the responsibility of what we do, given that we're here to serve you, the church, on the front lines, building the kingdom. So let's just pray.
Amen.
Ask God to bless today. Father, we come to you with great joy and excitement about the future. And we look across the world and we see all kinds of troubles and pain and suffering. And so, Lord, we know you're the Lord of everything in the earth. You own the whole thing. And we want to lift up prayer today and just really continue to walk in faith as church leaders, knowing that there's one hope for the world, and that's a relationship with Jesus Christ, and that being expressed through powerful, wonderful local churches. So we just pray for leadership. We pray for all the people that we serve and beyond, that will continue to lift up the name of Jesus and continue to move forward in preaching the gospel and growing the kingdom of God. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Love it. Okay. Keith one of our awesome engineers. And he's going to be doing some of the videos today. So I think we're going to roll the first video all about apps. Take it away, Keithan.
As church leaders and administrators, you work around the clock to engage and grow your church family. At Tithely, we understand this is no easy feat, especially in our world today when technology and in-person connections have collided to create a hybrid church. While nothing can beat the connections you make when physically attending, more than ever before, people are engaging with the church beyond the walls using that one piece of tech we never leave home without: our phones. Even when we're at church, we're using a blend of in-person outreach and technology to chat with groups, engage in generosity, and connect in real time during sermons. That's why you'll notice the Tithely Church app is thoughtfully tailored to maximize your church's engagement levels and support hybrid churches as they grow in preference and popularity. When designing specific features of the app, we carefully consider not just how the general population uses apps to engage, but how everyone from active church members to first-time visitors would use the app to connect and build relationships. And we didn't forget those working at the church using the app to better manage groups and interactions. By keeping all the different users top of mind when designing and adding new features, we created a space that people simply want to participate in, which helps build a thriving online community that increases your church's health and inspires others to join the conversation. Our church app is customizable, feature-rich, and equips members to listen to sermons on the go, take interactive notes, commit to prayer requests, give a donation and manage their giving, get updates from the church via push notifications, and most recently, interact with small groups. The best part is, with the powerful app by your side as the hybrid church takes off, you're keeping the doors open 24/7 for connection and engagement, no matter where your people are. Over the last 7 months, we've released impactful new features around small groups. These features drive and hold the engagement of your people, whether they're on the go, on the couch, or sitting in church. Set up groups and assign a leader who can then manage that group in the app to ensure no conversations fall through the cracks. Invite others to join. Update all the relevant information about the group. Manage group membership, add group leaders, and manage the chat. Group chat provides the connection that groups need to succeed and flourish. It keeps the conversations lively and current. Users can share meeting information, ask for prayers, share pics and gifts or GIFs, as well as react to other people's posts with emojis. Members can share inspirational scriptures and study topics to help everyone in the group grow their relationship with God to deeper levels. Our groups feature in the app is also a simple way for newcomers at your church to find a group. This is especially helpful because we all know it can be intimidating to be new. And by allowing visitors to browse the available groups and join or request to join within the app, you put them at ease and reduce the pressure so they can explore what your church has to offer at their own pace. When members of a group that you belong to post in the group chat, you will now receive notifications to your device that alerts you to activity. This lets you know right away that someone is posting or chatting with others in the group, so you can keep up with the conversation and engage fully in the moment. We also give you the option to mute notifications for short periods of time, or turn them off altogether. You control these alerts in the settings area of your group. Now that we've seen the power of groups in the Tithely Church app, let's turn our attention to live streaming. Throughout the past year, we've witnessed firsthand churches faced with challenges like lockdowns and social distancing, and we saw the need to provide you with a better way for members to participate in worship when they physically could not attend. As life begins to look normal again, we don't see the hybrid church going away. We know that many people will continue to take advantage of live streaming, whether they're on vacation, out sick for the day, or they just want to enjoy church from their living room. Our live stream feature in the custom church app provides a more interactive experience for those watching services virtually. When we originally launched live stream, we included a very basic chat function. In our latest release, we upgraded that chat functionality with the same look and feel as the chat feature in groups. Now live stream users can chat when logged in with their Tithely Giving account, share pics and gifts, as well as share a reaction to a post. When the admin sets up a live stream, they can select leaders or moderators who can manage the chat, allowing them to take actions like welcoming people as they join and deleting inappropriate posts if needed. One of the exciting enhancements we added is you can now interact with your sermon notes without ever leaving the live stream. This allows users to seamlessly toggle back and forth from chat to notes without missing a second of the service. Sermon notes allow churches to create outlines or utilize fill-in-the-blank notes for their participants. You can also set up open text boxes for members to write out their own notes. All notes can be saved and even emailed for later use. We're thrilled about our future plans for live stream, and we can't wait to bring them to you soon. Our ultimate goal is to bring prayer wall and giving into this space so your members never have to leave the sermon to engage with others through the chat, notes, prayer, or to give. We're blessed that our church app developers love serving the church and are always excited about our current feature releases that you can enjoy today and the new features they are already working on to help your app bring next level engagement to your members. As more and more churches start to see the hybrid church naturally take shape in their space, know that our team is staying at the forefront to ensure every feature designed will lift engagement and connect your people wherever they are.
I'm blown away.
Incredible. Like watching it evolve, all the things. I'm also actually fascinated by the chat on YouTube right now.
Really? I'm not watching.
Is it GIF or GIF?
Oh no,
there's a whole debate happening. I'm sure we're not going to solve it here, but it is fascinating. You got some on the GIF side, some on the GIF side.
I don't know what side I'm on.
I don't know. I don't know how to go, but church apps are, absolutely amazing. The product team is doing such a great job. Keithan, who presented, has worked on that product a ton, along with a bunch of other people. But watching that product, like live stream capabilities, group chat and group connection capabilities, the new notification center, all the things that are coming. I think he mentioned at the very end, like working on giving updates, so there's native giving in your custom church app, prayer wall, all these kind of things. Just really helping churches engage members digitally from their phone.
Yeah, watch this space when it comes to apps over these next few months. Lots more coming. Okay, we have a fantastic customer up in Canada, actually, Connexus Church, and the founding pastor is Kerry Newhoff.
Yep.
And he's like a great thought leader around a lot of this stuff when it comes to tech and hybrid and how we should do all this.
That's right.
And he very kindly gave us a couple-minute video, and we want to show that because we think it's going to really help everyone watching today.
Yeah, just educating churches on this kind of new normal. Again, I don't know what to call it or what it is, but church in today's world and what's happening and how tech is having an influence, we wanted to bring in somebody that knows a lot about it and have them talk to you guys.
Take it away, Kerry.
Well, it's Kerry Newhoff here, and I want to talk to you for just a minute or two about how hybrid church is simply going to redefine everything that we do. One of the most surprising things of the pandemic was to see church leaders who rapidly embraced technology because they lost access to their building, and they said, you know what, 100%, we are in on digital church. And then as soon as the world reopened, as soon as everything kind of opened up again, what happened? People immediately turned back to what they already knew. And I want to share with you in this short video why I think that's a mistake. I think it's a mistake for a couple of reasons. Number one, everyone you want to reach is online, right? Like you think about your entire city, your entire region, everybody's online. Number two, digital is how we investigate everything. Think about the last restaurant you went to that you didn't know, the last trip you took. What did you do? You didn't fly there and investigate and ask the locals. You didn't show up at a place. What did you do? You went digital. You researched on travel websites or just, wherever you happen to get your information, but you planned out your whole trip before you went there. Same with a restaurant, same with a gym you want to join. You're checking out online reviews. And really, you would love to see, you're looking for pictures. You're looking for, well, how big is the beach here? How clean is the sand? What do the hotel rooms look like? What does the Airbnb actually look like? And you're asking those questions. Why? Because all of us live a hybrid life. You show up in real life, but before you show up, you actually participate virtually. If you look at how work has been redefined over the last couple of years, there is no way that offices are going back to the way they were before. Yes, people are returning to in-person offices, but it's going to be different than it was in 2019. A lot of people have lost their desk space. In other words, you're only going to be in 2 days a week, so you'll kind of just hotel it. You'll just hang out over here in this workspace, and your own little office, your own little cubicle, that's gone. And a lot of people are now demanding that they will stay away. So what does this mean for church? Well, what this means for church is simple. Hybrid church is simply church moving forward. And that means regardless of your size, regardless of your budget, you're going to have to figure out the digital option. And probably adding it to someone's job description is not the smartest move you can make. So hybrid church moving forward, it's simply going to be church because that's how we operate as a culture. That's what we have to figure out as a church. Really enjoyed being with you today, and I hope this helps as you think about the future and how you need to prepare for it. But if you think it's going back to the way it was before, it is time to think again.
Fantastic advice.
Yep, great stuff. I think he stays kind of at the forefront of what's going on with a lot of different churches, and
Very much.
Has a good view. He's not kind of sitting inside one church, but helping a lot of churches. Kerry's got a great new thing starting too, so we want to give him a shout out.
artofleadershipacademy.com if you want to know more.
Yeah, artofleadership.com. Go check out Kerry.
Okay, big updates on the giving form and the giving app.
Yes.
And we've been talking to you guys over the last, kind of 12 months about how we literally rebuilt what we call our transaction service. And so, because we just wanted to add a whole bunch of features that the original form that was created like 9 years ago now.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah. One of the good problems we had is that we have millions of people using this form and the app.
Yep.
And so when we went to go and rebuild it, we had to do it perfectly because it's a really important thing.
Yeah, that's right.
So we've been doing a lot of testing internal. All the staff have been using it. We had a cool competition last week. Everyone had to, make gifts.
Great idea by none other.
Yeah. It's just got to use your product. And so, but we're in this moment right now where we are inviting early adopters. We're going to talk to you about that in a moment. Right. And so we want to show you this incredible video from the one and only Caroline. Take it away.
Helping people grow in generosity is at the core of our mission at Tithely. And one of our primary tools to assist with this is the Tithely Giving Form. We always wanted the giving form to be something that churches can make their own by offering deep customization options, as well as the ability to accept donations directly within the website instead of redirecting donors to a secondary webpage. As we have updated our giving form over the years, we've kept the customization and control within the hands of the church. But recently, we've been dreaming of what the future of church giving forms could be. Thanks to feedback from tens and thousands of churches like you, we are able to launch our new Tithely giving form in the first quarter of 2022. We couldn't be more excited to share with you its new features. First of all, there are so many ways for donors to log in. Now, a donor can log in through Facebook, Google, or Apple, or they can send a link via email to log in. Once they are logged in, the donor can easily access the giving form by using a PIN. And like always, Tithely allows donors to easily give, even if they don't have an account set up with your church yet. Whether a donor is logged in or not, the new giving form is presented with a modern look that is much more customizable than our past giving forms. This is because the new giving form has a live editor that can be accessed on your giving dashboard. Here, you will be able to customize colors, fonts, and even button shapes, but we'll touch more on that later. But before we do, I'm excited to announce that there is an element at login already available. In the top right corner, donors can now choose what language to display the form in, and every aspect of the form will change to its selected language, even the social login buttons. In our initial launch, we will support Spanish, but with our new form, it is important to us that all of the languages of our churches are represented. So please reach out if there is a language that you would like us to add. Something else you'll quickly notice about our new giving form is how well it integrates with the new products and features that we've launched this last year. One example of this is the recurring section, which can be seen from the donor's perspective. While our old giving form offers access to view and delete recurring gifts, our new giving form gives access to so many more aspects of a donation. This includes the ability to edit the amount and fund, to set a skip date or end date, and to update the schedule for the gift. And now, if someone chooses to delete a recurring gift, we'll ask them if they would prefer to just set a skip date. The giving form also integrates people, allowing donors to access and update their people profiles. This means that when you have your giving form embedded on your website, you're creating a place where members of your church can now easily edit contact information and even their profile pictures. Lastly, we know that every church has different needs. So we've designed this new giving form to accommodate churches with multiple campuses. Not only can the giving form be customized for each church from the form editor, but a donor can now easily jump in between campuses from the My Church section of the giving form. Now that we've talked about how amazing the new giving form is for donors, let's look at how you can add it to your church website. When you log into your Tithely dashboard and navigate to the Giving section, you'll now see Giving Form as a tab on the left side of the screen. Selecting the Giving Form tab will take you right into the new Giving Form editor. When you open the Giving Form editor, you'll see the live preview of your giving form on the right and the code for the giving form on the left. From here, you can easily copy the direct link to your form for sharing on social media, or you can copy the embed code for adding the form to your website. At the top left settings panel is a location picker, so that you can jump between the forms for different campuses if you have more than one. And below the embed code, there is even a custom link builder. This allows you to enter a default amount or fund, and then it will generate a custom link and embed code that you can use for this configuration. Now that you have a live preview on the right, you're going to want to be able to customize the giving form. And to do that, you'll select the Styles option near the top of the settings panel. This opens up the option to customize button shapes, the fonts, and the primary and secondary colors used within the form. And as you change these, you can see the changes immediately reflected in the live preview on the right-hand side. And you can even interact with the form to see how it's going to look when someone is using it. While this wraps up our tour of the new giving form, it certainly isn't the end of the exciting new features to come. Keep your eye open for regular updates as we take feedback into account and add new features. Along with our new giving form, we've been making final touches to a major update for our giving app. This update includes the same donor features from the giving form, like the ability to edit recurring gifts, a streamlined login flow that leverages social login, and access to people profiles so that the members of your church can update their profile from the giving app. And all of this is built into a native interface built specifically for Android and iOS. For our new login flow, user-friendliness was of the utmost importance, since so many currently use their PIN to log in. To simplify the login process, we've added social login to make it easier than ever to get into your account, even if you don't know your password. And social platforms can also now be used for creating a new account. When the update is available, a majority of the Giving app users that have the app already installed on their phones will automatically update to the new version. We wanted to make sure that updating your app was as easy as possible. To ensure a simple update flow, we've designed a new version of the Giving app. so that if a user already has an older version of the app installed on their phone and was logged in, then when they update their app, they will automatically be logged into the new app and can immediately donate. Once logged in, the user will be presented with a new home page, which gives access to so much in a single screen. This can include their people profile, the ability to quickly give to their most recent one-time gift, and a snapshot of their recent giving history to your church. And when a donor decides to give, the new giving flow is now built natively into the app. This new flow walks the donor through all of the gift customization options, like recurring schedules, a list of funds to choose from, and the ability to choose an existing payment method, or select a new one. While these sorts of elements are common in a giving flow, this new native flow absolutely takes things to a new level for you and your church. And just like with our new giving form, the new giving app update is built on our new platform, which allows us to quickly release new features. As you are about to see the new exciting releases across tools like Pledge and Events, keep in mind that we can integrate those tools into your giving app and giving form where applicable. We have an exciting roadmap planned for the giving form and giving app in 2022, and we can't wait to see how churches use the new functionality that these tools can offer. Thank you so much for partnering with us as we help people grow in generosity together.
Well, there it is. The
Lots
app that
of
started
work.
it all.
That's right. The app and form, right?
App and
Both.
form. So
you
two
know.
things. The form, which goes on your website, we're opening an early adopter program today. It's going live in the next couple of days to everybody. But we want to let some of you guys in first. QR code, you know what to do, fill out the form,
Yeah,
and we'll
I think
get you
it's
hooked
up on the screen or it's in the chat. So, we want to take our time on it, but we want customers that are, really interested in kind of seeing the new stuff now, maybe doing some kind of early testing or early use. I don't know if it's testing, but usage at your church, so that we can just take this a little bit slow. So we want people to know, right? Like you're using the new thing,
100%.
You're giving it a go, and you're kind of coming into our early adopter program. So giving form and giving app.
Well, you have the app on your phone.
It's
a
on
live
the phone.
version.
It's real. It's a real phone and everything.
Are you going to make a donation?
So I'm pretty sure it's up on screen, and we just wanted to, kind of walk in. You saw what was going on screen, right? You saw Caroline talking through it, but
it's real.
I'm in kind of a test account, but it's live, in the App Store, kind of in a testing way. So I'm in it, and it's real. So you can come in here.
I just love that first screen.
The UI, like we spent a lot of time working on modernizing the UI, right? So we wanted to make it really easy, really clean. Obviously, this app is 100% about giving.
Right.
So the give button is front and center, but you can also see a person can look at their giving history. They can kind of see all their gifts over time. They can see what church they're giving to in the top left corner. They can click on their profile. And you can come into the profile and you can see, there's my email, my phone number. I can see what church I'm connected to. I can also come in and I can edit all this stuff.
Right.
So I can edit my profile, change my email. I can change my photo. My photo is also connected to my Google account, my Facebook account, my social account. So the photo will pull in automatically.
So if I signed in with Google, that photo of me on file in Google pops in here.
That's right. So like social sign-on, right, which you've seen a lot over the, recent years, right, where you can sign in with your Google account or sign in with your Facebook account or sign in with your Apple account, right? So we made it really easy to essentially create an account and then sign in. And then I can go edit this info. All that data pushes back into people.
So good.
So the church administrators.
If you're looking through your people list and you're going to start seeing photos of people, and you'd actually, in service, you could say, hey guys, either in the custom church app or the giving app, update your profile, all of that straight into people.
Straight in there.
Sorted.
Yep. And you can use it, it's being used in the custom church app. It's being used in messaging. It's being used all over the place.
I see a theme.
We're bringing it. So, but real quick, right? So I can hit give now. I can enter an amount. So, we'll be super generous. We're going to give $500. I hit give. I can say, I want it to be one time, or I can even go recurring every week, every 2 weeks, every month. I'll hit one time. I pick the fund I want to give to, so mission fund, building fund, tithes and offerings, whatever the church has set up. I click give, and it's even got Apple Pay, which I think Apple Pay is one of the easiest ways. If you're an iPhone user, if you've got it set up on your phone, I don't even have to enter my bank account or my credit card or however I want to give. I just use Apple Pay. You could have other payment methods. I'm not going to enter one right now. You can cover the fees, which
we love.
We love, and churches can default that on.
New feature, right?
Yep.
You can actually default cover the fees on, so people can turn it off. We have a lot of churches ask for that, and we did that, and it just drives the cost down of this technology to the point where it's just pennies, and you're getting a simple, easy, fast way to give anywhere, anytime. or set up a recurring gift with a couple clicks and cover those fees.
Yeah. So, hit give now. It's going to confirm and your gift's done.
Done.
So super easy. One other thing I do want to show, because we've had lots of requests for this. So I can come into recurring. If you have a recurring gift set up, I can click on that recurring gift and I can edit my recurring gift.
Right there.
Right? So Caroline showed a little bit of it, but you can be in here. I personally can edit my recurring gift. I can edit my payment types, but two cool features. Skipping a recurring gift, right, is really powerful because someone might be having trouble financially or maybe something crazy come up, medical bills, loss of job, but I still want to give, but I just need to pause it for a little while. So I can skip it. Or sometimes people want to set an end date. Maybe they want to do a special type of recurring gift to a special fund for 12 months. So I can set all that up and I can set an end date. I can skip recurring gifts. I can edit all that stuff really easily right here, or I can change my amount and all that kind of stuff. So that was one of the feature sets that customers have been asking for a long time. So I just wanted to highlight that. But super clean, super cool. It's working.
And iOS and Android allow us to basically turn on the spigot for the new app updating to people's phones. And so we're slowly going to start doing that. Eventually it's going to get pushed out to everyone, but we're going to do a slow rollout and people will start seeing that new app on their phone.
Yeah, like as you said at the beginning, this is people's money. This is people giving.
Critical.
We take it it's mission critical to you guys, our customers. So we're just being very cautious about how we roll this out, how we get it in your hands. It's got to be perfect. So that's what we're aiming for.
Absolutely. Good stuff. Okay, let's move along to the giving dashboard. We did some big updates to that last time. And we're just going to we want to give data. Obviously, we collect a lot of data.
Yep.
And data, you don't need to be afraid of it. Actually, you got to embrace it, okay? And so what we want to do is serve that mission-critical data back to you, the church leader. And so we created a new giving dashboard. We're adding more widgets to that today, which we want to show you. But it's really important to be informed about giving. And we just feel like one of the things that we want to continue to work on is to give you great glimpses and looks at what's going on when it comes to the finances of your church.
That's right.
So we've got a great video lined up. I think it's Caroline again. Take it away, Caroline.
The health of your ministry is vital to maintaining, growing, and thriving in your community and the communities around the globe. Just like your physical health, routine checkups are incredibly helpful to raise awareness about the current state of your church's health. For these checkups, what's most important is identifying the metrics that measure what truly matters. In order to stay on track and reverse course when areas are lagging, you need data that gives you direction on where your next step should be. And accessing your data can really help you see where and when your efforts are making a difference. At Tithely, one thing we hear most when talking with pastors is that they want more visibility on the health and growth of their church. Most of this information is already available. It's just a matter of displaying it in a way that is easy to view and understand. Being able to see trends and track progress is essential to pastoring a healthy church. And with this data already at your fingertips, you can create a clear path forward and follow along as the metrics change to ensure your plan is always moving in the right direction. At our last event, we gave you a sneak peek at the type of metrics available in your dashboard that allow you to view critical information about your church. These pieces of data can be applied to your everyday life and how you manage your ministry. Some of the metrics will provide a bird's eye view so you can see the big picture of how your church is doing, while others will allow you to zone in on specific areas and members. Today, we're going to show you 7 new metrics that you can now view on your giving dashboard. The first new metric is lapsed givers, which looks at those who haven't given in the last month. Imagine a family in your church who have been faithful givers for years, but suddenly have stopped giving. This can be a sign of many things. It could indicate that they are moving, trying a different church, or it could mean that they have faced recent financial troubles or a job loss. Being able to view trends like this quickly and clearly in your dashboard can alert your pastoral team to reach out to donors who may be in need of pastoral care. Maybe you just want to give them a call, an email, or invite them to coffee to check in on them. By being able to identify at-risk givers, you now know when someone who has been consistently giving hasn't given within a period of time. This can become a discipleship opportunity to help people become consistent in their journey of generosity. Knowing who your frequent givers are is a great place to start when your church has goals like increasing monthly recurring revenue, which can help you better understand your finances and budget for the future. In many cases, these givers simply need a reminder that they can set up recurring gifts. It's also important to show consistent and loyal givers appreciation. And by seeing who they are, you can share gratitude throughout the year. On the giving dashboard, you'll now see first-time givers. Giving for the first time is truly a special experience for both the giver and the church. It's vital you nurture this moment to help foster future generosity and to ensure they never fall through the cracks when it comes to communication. This will also help you measure how your efforts to inspire new gifts are performing. Keeping up with your givers by average weekly gift can help you identify seasonal dips in generosity, so you can be proactive instead of reactive. For instance, if you notice givers are down 1 week, it may be time to launch your online giving campaign to remind those who can't be in the seats that they can still give from anywhere and anytime. Seeing the transactions bucketed by gift size shows you the financial patterns of your church's generosity. Knowing the total number of gifts broken down by amount allows you to create approachable, recurring giving tiers and realistic pledge goals for specific funds. Plus, it gives you an idea of how your community is doing as the cost of living fluctuates. Gross giving by fund is a great way to quickly measure how specific funds are performing. Choose the date range you'd like to see for that fund and explore which funds inspire the most generosity. Knowing more about the data you're already collecting allows you and your team to make informed financial and pastoral decisions. And we hope these new giving dashboard widgets help. We continue to listen to pastors and churches to build out these tools to help you better minister to your people and grow your churches. We'll be rolling out new widgets and reports that you can add to help you better capture and understand your data. As our team works on developing more impactful giving features to bring to you soon, we hope you'll love the new ways you can now view even more data that helps you form a clear picture of the health of your church.
So my favorite new widget is the first time giver widget.
That's a good one.
It's a great one because when someone is coming to your church, they visited a few times, maybe they've made some friends. When they start to give, that's a real moment.
Yeah.
It's a signal that they're getting committed to that local church. And so having that, I used to have my staff bring them in and, they'd give me a list of
sticky notes.
Yeah, right. On my desk on Monday, but this automatically serves it up.
Yeah.
And pretty soon, you'll be able to email that directly. Say, let's say you're the church admin and you're seeing this, you want to shoot that report off to the leadership team. That's coming in the next iteration.
And I think the thing that I love about our kind of pushing on the data side, bringing more insights, making it just easy for churches to have this data put together in a way that just makes sense.
Right.
What I love is a lot of really big churches that have the staff and the resources, they do this anyways. They might even have somebody on staff whose whole job is generosity, right? And stewardship and things like that. But it's hard for your average church, who's a couple hundred members, to really have people whose full-time job is this and to really think about it. So we're literally putting it right in front of you where you can, who are your top givers? Who are your first-time givers? Who are your recurring givers? Who are the people that haven't given it at all? All this data is right there, and it can help you make really good decisions.
And there's some church leaders that don't want to know who's giving what. I always did like to know.
Right.
Because I wanted to certainly make sure that people who were giving, I wanted to know who the business owners were in my church. Typically, they're going to write, larger amounts of money in their gifts. I just think it's smart from a pastoral point to know that.
Yeah, and whether or not, because churches are very different, whether you want to know who the actual people and amounts, or you just want to know trends and how many recurring givers you have or how many new givers you have, right? You can have somebody on staff because somebody has to know, right? The
Absolutely.
Administrator
Hope so.
is looking at the stuff. So even that person can take this report and not have names in it, but just have the trends and the right. So we're just making it easier 100%. On the staff to look at this data.
And you can set a goal. If you've got 50 recurring givers, you start the new year, let's say you're going to do a series on giving or generosity, and just even within the staff, you're we want to go from 50 to 75 on recurring.
Right.
And just simple things so you can see it, measure it, and then grow it.
And knowing the number, the data just coming into your face, showing you that, hey, I've got, $20,000 a month from recurring giving.
Right.
So I know that number.
How good is that to know, during the summer?
I just know that. I know what that number is, and I don't have to do any kind of data gymnastics to figure it out, right? So, we just want to keep surfacing this data to you guys, and we'd love your feedback too. So I saw the YouTube comments kind of going crazy. Yeah. We'd love your feedback on what kind of data, what kind of reports and charts that would really make sense for you guys. Feed it in. Give us that feedback because we're going to keep pushing on this product.
Shout out to the engineering team, Carl, Christian, Like, imagine tens of thousands of churches,
Yeah.
millions of gifts, and then trying to like package that up and serve it back to you.
Yeah.
It was
Making it fast,
All
it's a job, but those guys are killing it. So I think we have another partner of ours coming on, Scott Wilson.
Tell us about Scott. He's a customer, but he's a mate.
He's a good buddy for the Americans. He's a good friend for the Australians. He's a mate. And yeah, he actually was a pastor of a big church for a long time. That church grew really well. He got really good at raising money and funding the programs that the church was putting on. And over the last couple of years, he's stepped away from that.
Yep.
And, the next guy is kind of there leading the church and doing great. But Scott's really passionate about helping more and more churches be great at raising money, right? Great at teaching their church about generosity and the heart of giving and things like that. So, and we build the technology, but we don't necessarily have an arm that comes alongside and helps churches. But Scott's been doing this. So he launched a new program, and we just partnered up with him to say, hey, we want to put 10 of our churches through your program. So
This is his life now, right? He coaches
does.
churches around generosity, and he developed this program. So we're going to give a little peek at it.
Yep. He's gonna give us a little kind of word on how to talk about giving right now, and then also we're going to give away. We're going to kind of what's it called?
Sponsor.
We're going to sponsor 10 of our churches into his program so that you don't have to pay those fees, but you get to go through it. So
can't wait for those testimonial videos in 6 months.
It's going to be good. So
awesome.
Take it away, Scott.
Take it away.
I am so excited about this session because I believe the potential in this session is huge. Because I want to talk to you about how to talk about money and not get weird, to actually come to a place. Wouldn't it be awesome if the culture of your church was a culture of generosity? And yet, truth is, most pastors I talk to and I'm around, they're not very excited about talking about money. In fact, many of us are scared to talk about money. It's a scary thing to do. Why? Because we love people. We didn't get into ministry because we wanted to talk about money and receive offerings. We got into ministry because we want to see people get saved. And therefore, what happens is a lot of us as pastors become the biggest hindrance to people actually becoming a people of generosity and our churches becoming a church of generosity. Because most of us want to have a church like Robert Morris, but we just don't want to have to live or talk or teach like Robert Morris, right? The key truth that changed my life in this area of giving is a discipleship issue, not a money issue. Many people would say, man, I love God with all my heart, soul, mind, and strength, but I love him with everything that I am. But then when it comes to their wallet, they're struggling in that area because it's not about making more that causes you to give more. It's about having a heart that is more devoted to God and more trusting in God that causes you to give more. Is it going to be more helpful for your church to avoid this topic or for you to actually teach them? What if you were a church that helped people come into the freedom of trusting God, working the principles of God in their life with good stewardship so that they can come into financial freedom, they can come into spiritual freedom, and in your church, the vision of God, souls being saved, a difference being made and they're a part of it, is a game changer.
So there he is, the man himself.
There it is.
Pastor Scott. So he runs a generosity workshop,
Absolutely.
amongst other things.
So it's an online workshop. And, we just thought this would be a great opportunity. There might be some customers of ours, some churches that are out there going like, man, I'd really love to learn some things or to improve how I talk about giving, how I inspire giving, how I help around the topic of giving and discipleship. Like there just might be some churches that would love to go through this. So it's an online program. You'll do it on Zoom. And we want to put 10 of our churches through the program with Scott.
Great.
So, we just want you, I think there's a QR code flying around or there's a link on the screen. There's something going, there's a way, we'll make sure you know about it. But if you want to participate in that program, just fill out the form and let us know, right? So we're going to pick 10 churches, sponsor them through the program, kind of a scholarship thing. You won't have to pay and you'll get to benefit from all of Scott's kind of coaching.
Yeah, so. April 11 or 12 or May 16, 17. So very, very cool.
Yep.
Awesome. Okay. On to a product that we super love, messaging. Come on. Keithan's going to come back on here and show us some of the stuff that we're doing around messaging. It just keeps getting better and better. Take it away, Keithan.
Being able to communicate and connect with people has never been more complex. From exciting trends like the growth of online church to the challenging ones like social distancing, it can feel as if the people that call your church home are all over the place. To take the complications out of communicating and to help you better connect with your people, we created our simple tool called messaging. Tithely Messaging is modern, easy to use, and has all the functionality you need to reach your people wherever they are. One of my favorite features is email and text blasts. This amazing tool sends out information to all your people at once, so you can save time while keeping your entire church in the know. Our drag and drop email editor allows you to create modern and professional looking emails that work great as newsletters, member updates, upcoming event information, and more. Keywords are another quick and effective way to communicate. By texting specific keywords, people are able to automatically be added to a group, receive a form to fill out, or simply receive an automated response back. You have the ability to customize your keyword to best fit your needs when creating the keyword in messaging. And if you love automation, you'll love follow-ups. They allow you to create automated text messages that are sent out based on triggers you set, such as when a person is added to a group or when someone gives a certain amount or a certain number of times. Follow-ups do the work for you when you want to say thank you or simply respond quickly. We never stop listening to your feedback to ensure our next feature update provides everything you need in a messaging tool. If you aren't using Messenger, you can jump in your dashboard, click messaging, and get started today.
Keith on for the win.
We love messaging,
Yeah.
but during those videos, I like to bring up YouTube and.
Are you watching us on your phone?
Well, I'm watching us on our phone. It's very meta, but I love that there is a new hashtag being started called
Some form didn't work.
Something didn't happen right. And, there's always tech stuff.
It's great.
This is like a live event. There's all these people that put this on, but Justin Dean helps us run this thing, and he's sitting right over there. I kind of want to have him come on camera real quick because we are not letting Justin go. We are going to free Justin. We love him.
Free Justin?
Free Justin.
Free Britney?
Free Justin is the hashtag. We don't know what camera. There's Justin. He's putting on the show.
Oh, man.
He is still gainfully employed at Tithely and not going anywhere.
I love it. So the messaging product is, I was in there the other day playing around with it, and it's just feature after feature after feature.
Really good, yeah.
And we went and found one of our customers. It's a vineyard church from Longmont, Colorado.
That's right.
Longmont, I believe. And these guys are like power users of this product.
Yeah, and messaging is so cool because everyone sends emails.
Right.
And increasingly over the last handful of years, churches are using text message. And so we said, man, let's develop a great product that brings all that into one place and all your data's there. And so now I can do my email and my text messaging in one place.
Yep.
And we're seeing churches do some great stuff with it.
We sent the Tithely camera crew to Colorado.
Yes.
And this is a beautiful couple. They planted their church, I think, right before COVID.
Yes.
Right? Like literally.
Right. It was launching right around COVID starting.
And we wanted to tell you their story. So we got this great video coming up right now from them, and I think you're going to love it. Take it away.
My name is Alex Ackerman. My wife and I co-pastor a new church plant. We believe that the gospel brings life to people. And so we're very much interested in helping people to find God. We were ready to start the church in March of 2020. And you might be familiar with our recent history on what happened in March of 2020. Literally, COVID came 2 weeks after we moved in.
Growing concerns about the deadly coronavirus officially hitting the U.S.
Tonight, another COVID record setter. More than 1 million new infections reported nationwide.
COVID hits and we are thinking, oh my gosh, even for our little church plant, we needed a digital platform.
The big question mark was, how do we start a new church when people aren't allowed to go out in public? We wanted to connect with people online since we were limited in our person-to-person connection. So we chose to do teaching videos, very personal teaching videos that we would send to them daily.
Every day, recording daily videos, which are like Bible studies and interviews. Because it's on their phone, they can listen to it really at any time. It pretty much takes just a couple clicks of the button.
He says, give me your phone number and I'll text you this little link. And so it's like, wow, what a cool tool. It's short and sweet, but it gives you a little bit of meat to chew on for the day.
It's a good way to start my day. It's very convenient. It's helped get me into the Word, for sure.
I enjoy watching the videos, and I'm learning about Isaiah, Jeremiah, Ezekiel, and now we're on Daniel.
The way that he does it kind of opens up the interaction between different people that I didn't really know from the church too.
And so it makes it very interactive and very personal.
They were getting connected to us faster, and they were growing in their relationship with the Lord faster because they were getting a touch from us via these texts, these group blasts. We produced the video, we put it on YouTube, and then I go into Tithely's group messaging, and then I set up a blast, copy the link to YouTube. I pick the parameters of the blast and what it'll say on the text that people get. I pick the time, we schedule, and I send it. Once you learn how to do it, it's pretty easy.
And this was the best way because it sure eliminates the arduous task of putting everybody's name in. We were coming up on our first Sunday that we were going to have digital online giving and an online service. Actually, I got on the Facebook group and I said, hey guys, I'm having this problem which is preventing us from going live on Tithely. It was over the weekend, Easter weekend of 2020, and I get this wonderful email back from Frank, the head of the whole thing, saying, hey, I'm going to work on this. You'll be up on for Easter Sunday. This is like, it was like midnight our time, so I don't even know what it was like for him at his time. And he won our appreciation that day because here we are, we're church planters. We're doing everything. Our time is valuable, and Tithely makes it really quick, and I love that about it.
Man, I love the local church.
It's amazing.
I love the men and women that get up every day and want to serve the body of Christ through thick and thin. Just what a beautiful story.
Yeah, I watched that thing and I was like,
it's
so jazzed, like planting a church, connecting with their community. And it's an honor to be able to serve them,
100%.
Right? And make tools for that.
100%.
I did see a question just about messaging. So messaging is definitely a tool that you can use to replace a MailChimp or a Constant Contact or any kind of email tool. And if you're using anything for sort of text messaging or don't have like text messaging in your mix, right? It also has text messaging. So it's, give it a shot, get in there, send some messages, check it out. We keep evolving. It's got some cool trigger-based things and all that. So Tithely messaging for the win.
Okay. We've been working on an update of this product for a little bit.
Yep.
Events. We have a great.
Every church runs them.
Every church runs them, and we have a great events tool, but of course we never sit around like thinking things are fine. We want to make them better, and so we've been doing a lot of work around events, and that's about to go live. So we want to show you a video on that. Take it away.
Events can be one of the most exciting parts of doing ministry. They provide an opportunity for you to build strong relationships in your church, meet new people, and help introduce your church's mission to your community. While events are incredibly impactful, managing them doesn't come without its challenges. A lot of work goes into planning and running events, not to mention all the work that has to be done when an event is over. And if you're using the wrong tools, it can quickly become an administrative headache. We know that there are a number of event ticketing solutions out there that are either way too complicated or just not well built. And that can stop you in your tracks. Rather than spending time greeting visitors, chatting with active members, and following up after the event, you may find yourself fighting a dated system or avoiding the system altogether because it's not user-friendly. Our team has been hard at work developing an amazing new product to help you register and generate tickets for events at your church. With an intuitive interface and all new features, we are inviting you to join our closed Events 2.0 beta. This is now available today. Let's look at a few of the features available in the new generation of Tithely Events. With attendee management, our goal was to simplify the way you view and manage each attendee at your event. We included the ability to export your list, refund a ticket, or find specific details from their registration. Our ticket types feature provides the ability to create multiple ticket types for your event, allowing you to set variety of prices, cap capacity limits, and start and stop ticket sales at varying times for each ticket type. The custom registration field functionality is incredibly user-friendly. You can use fields that are in your people database or create unique fields just for that event. You can customize the order the fields appear in and only display specific fields for certain ticket types. In our new Events 2.0 platform, you now have the ability to save time and duplicate an event. Your church likely has events that occur ongoing each week, month, or year. We wanted to make it easy to simply duplicate all that same content into the next occurrence of that event. To help you stay organized, we've added a way to archive an event. If an event is no longer going to happen, simply archive and remove that event from the list and disable any future registrations. We've also added Pay Later. This option makes it easier for your attendees because they can pay at a time and in a way that's more convenient for them. Whether that's with cash at the door, a check by mail, or visiting the church later in the week to pay in person. You'll see this as an optional payment method you can now activate for any event. We want to give a special thank you to all of our customers who have already been a part of this beta. We opened betas in the early stages to help with testing and feedback. And it's your feedback that allows us to find bugs, prioritize features, and identify what's missing. We hope that Tithely Events is the tool that helps make managing your events easy and stress-free. To request access to the new Tithely Events beta, you can jump into your dashboard today. Click Events on the left sidebar and select Events 2.0 Beta.
New events happening now.
Yeah, really cool. I mean, it's in the new kind of Tithely 2.0 space. It looks modern.
Create the event, put the link on your website, people sign up, away you go.
Easy to use, all the ticket types. I think kind of similar to messaging, something we're trying to do is have it in one place, but have it at a price that really makes sense. Like if a lot of churches are using like an Eventbrite, we were talking about it earlier. And if you go look at the fee structure for an Eventbrite versus what you'd pay on Tithely, it's not even close. I mean, they're charging, the credit card processing fees and an Eventbrite processing fee and like a per ticket fee. So when you add it all up, it starts to get, really expensive. So we want to kind of keep the pricing low, but every church runs events like VBS or men's camp or just whatever it is, right? There's all these kind of events going on all the time. So you can kind of run paid events or even free events through the product.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Very cool. Okay. One of the fun products that we love, we got an announcement for is our Pay product, which is our point of sale. So you get a little piece of hardware called a chipper. I have to say it in American, or a chipper.
If you're Australian.
And because of our friends at Visa, we're giving them away, but it's now available for Android as well. So we did an iOS.
Highly requested.
Highly requested.
Probably every Tithely Next event we do that we talk about Tithely Pay.
Right.
People are like, when is it coming for Android? And it's here.
So
it's live. It's in the Android App Store. You can use it today. So Tithely Pay is working on Android.
If you want a free chip, you are going to probably do a QR code. Yep, there it is.
There it is.
And because we're giving them away, if you are selling merch or T-shirts or coffee, don't use Square. Use our product. It all baked into the back end. Easy administration. Super better.
It's going to be a little bit cheaper than Square.
Yep.
Kind of same thing we've been talking about here, but it's also going to bring all of your financial data into one place. So you don't have to have data over here in this thing because I need a point of sale, so I'm using Square.
Right.
And then Tithely over here for giving, right? All your financial stuff will come into one place, or it'll at least consolidate one more thing into one place. I think that's a huge benefit. Yep.
We're coming to a close. We're going to announce some winners here in a moment. We've got some phenomenal prizes we're giving away.
Yep.
Last year, I think it was, just as a kind of I actually didn't know about this until you guys were building it, but we came up with this
product team. They're just over there.
The product team is like, let's have our own media library and give away thousands of images to our customers for free.
Right.
Then let our customers schedule the Facebook post or the Twitter post and do it from all inside
social media scheduling.
In just 1 year, 18,000 churches are using Tithely Media.
Yeah, and I don't know that we announced it. We might have in the last one, but you can kind of get all the free media, and it's images, it's motion graphics,
everything you need,
videos, it's sermon kits, it's all kinds of sermon series kits, all the things. And you mentioned you can schedule it, but you can also edit some of the graphics right in the system and do some kind of basic editing.
If you use Canva, it's got a little built-in tool like that where you can go and take an image and trick it up and make it for you.
Yeah. So we have a bunch of Easter graphics in there right now, and it's free. So you get, whether you're a Tithely customer or not, you find it on the internet or you hear it watching the live show, it's totally free. So you can jump in there, create an account, and get all the free media that you want.
So you don't have to be a Tithely customer to use Tithely Media. You just go and sign up.
Correct. Yep. You create a Tithely Media account, and then you can jump in and just start using the product.
For free.
Yep.
Super love it. Okay. We're wrapping up here. We're coming up to the top of the hour. I'm pretty proud of us. We're getting through these 9 pages here today. We've got some cool things to give away before we say goodbye. We've got a $250 gas card.
Yes.
Well, who doesn't need that at the moment?
Oh my gosh. We're in LA right now. $7.
I drove past this morning. It's $7. It's crazy.
Bananas.
Amen. Mate, who's going to win that?
Okay. Let's do gift card first.
Yep.
We've got Ashley Feather from Calvary Baptist Church in Danville, Kentucky.
Wow. Way to go. Ashley, $250 gas card.
$250.
Hope you do a lot of driving because that will help. Okay. Amazon gift card, $500. Who approved all these ridiculously generous prizes?
This is crazy.
Not our CFO, I can tell you that. I think marketing just went for it. $500 Amazon gift card. Who's got it?
I don't know if I got this one right. I think I might have messed it. We might need Justin again.
Save Justin!
Let's skip the Amazon card for a minute.
We'll come back to that.
Let's go to the lunch.
I like this. Free lunch for the church staff.
Yeah, lunch on Tithely. Let's go.
Lunch on us.
Yeah, that's
and
right.
that'll probably come in the form of a QR-coded gift card. Yep. You never know.
We got Trenton LaFoon from Freshwater Church in Bartlett, Illinois.
Freshwater Church.
Trenton LaFoon, let's go.
That's where I learned to surf.
Free lunch for the whole staff. Hopefully you got a big staff.
Freshwater Beach is where I grew up in Sydney.
Wow.
There you go.
Amazing.
Okay. Now, this is cool. You know how we used to give away like AirPods and like Mac stuff? You know, we're sitting around like, talking about the event here, and we just kind of thought, wouldn't it be great to give some pastors and church leaders some time off?
Yep.
I mean, it's been grueling. So instead of like buying computers, we want to give away Airbnb cards and spending money, and for, maybe the pastor and his wife to go away for a few days and enjoy, just a break on us. So we've got some, first one's $500 Airbnb gift card and $250 in spending cash.
Yeah, get a night away, or, you never know. Depends on the Airbnb and where it's at. You might get a couple nights away.
Who's going to win that?
That one is going to Thomas McConaughey from the Lakes Evangelical Church in, it's Australia. I'm going to let you say it because I do not know how to say it.
I've been gone for 30 years.
Somewhere, you'll see it.
Okay.
He's from Australia, so I don't know how to say that city.
Yakima, Western Australia. Yakima. Like Hickama, but it's Yakima.
There you go.
There you go. In WA. Congratulations, mate. I'm sure.
So that's Thomas McConaughey.
And the top of Western Australia is the Kimberley Desert, and there's this little remote town called Broome, and that will probably be a really good place for him to go get an Airbnb. It's a beautiful beach.
Amazing.
Phenomenal. I've not been there, but it's beautiful. Okay, second to last grand prize. This is a $1,000 gift card, round trip airfare for 2.
This is a good one.
And $250 spending cash. Who is winning this?
This is going to Dan Collar, a customer this one's from Yakima Alliance Church.
Oh, did I mess it up?
Yeah, but it's okay. This one goes to Dan Collar. Dan Collar, you're winning this one.
Done deal.
This is a good one right here.
That is a good one. I love it. Okay, now the last prize, we're going to announce it, and then we're going to contact the winner.
That's right.
But this is one that is a bit of fun. As you know, we're a bit golf mad around here. And so this prize is a round of golf with me and Frank, and you and your wife, or you and a friend, or we'll find a fourth, at Torrey Pines in San Diego.
Beautiful golf course, on the water.
If you're a golfer, you'll know Torrey Pines.
Yeah.
Okay? So we want you to, in the chat, we want this to really go to a golfer, like people who love golf.
Right.
And so tell us in the chat how many rounds of golf you played in the last year. Like, you know, I'm not going to tell you how many I played, but you know, it's more than 5. Tell us how many rounds you played in the last 12 months, and we'll comb through, and we're going to fly you to San Diego. We're going to put you up at a nice hotel. You're going to get some spending money, and you're going to get golf with us.
We're going to play golf at Torrey Pines.
I mean, it's going to be awesome.
Yeah, I don't know if golf with us is the fun part, but golf at Torrey Pines is pretty fun. It's going to be
Golf
good.
with you is fun, always. I can be a little intense on the golf course, but I keep my anger issues under management, but it's just going to be an awesome time.
Yeah.
So we hope these prizes are going to really help some pastors and leaders get a bit of a break.
Yeah, a little getaway, you know,
a little fun,
a little time with the fam.
Need that. We got deep dives coming up. Yeah. You can sign up for those.
Tithelynext.com. Check out all the deep dives. We're going to talk, you know, obviously we launched a bunch of new cool stuff. We gave updates on some things, but if you want to go deeper, ask questions, get some training, make sure to check out the deep dives. Tithelynext.com. We'll have info on how to get into all those.
Absolutely.
Or there's a QR code on the screen. You can scan to get there.
I think that's a wrap.
It's a wrap. It's a
we
good
did
day.
really good. Awesome.
Thank you guys for
Thanks,
joining
everybody.
us.
We love you. We'll see you next time. We'll see you online. We're here to help. Support at tithe.ly if you need anything from us. God bless, and we'll see you soon.
Thanks, guys.